When genius prisoners try to trick cops to escape prison. Let's take a look.
You all know this. I'm gonna poop in here.
Come on,
Pretends he wants to poop.
I'm gonna poop inside here. I'm not threatening you.
No, do it right here. You gotta go. Do it right here.
I'm threatening you in your car.
You really went for it.
This was the moment a
This man's
prisoner
pants is
tricked
really
the police
full
to
on.
escape prison, and it's just one of many similar cases, starting with the most insane prisoner escape you'll see on the internet. On July 15th, 2023, officers
Wow,
responded
that was
to
recent.
multiple reports of a suspicious individual lurking around residents' backyards. What they were unaware of is that this individual was not only highly dangerous, but also adept at deception.
You went out for a jog?
I jog all the time, yeah.
Dressed like that?
You know, yeah.
The hoodie and like you're wearing dress pants and like loafers.
These are my running shoes.
Seriously? What's your first? You look familiar.
Wesley. Wes Anderson.
What's your last name?
Anderson?
And Wes Anderson. Why do you look familiar?
You watch porno? I fought professionally for a little bit.
See, he's clever. He's trying to distract the officers by being casual with them, and it's just crazy because the officers don't have the opportunity to assume, and so they have to essentially play along with the narrative until they get something criminal that they can be able to use as a basis to further pursue the point that they are going for. I don't envy that job at all. But let's get back to it.
Do you have a warrant?
Did I have your warrant? You guys take me. I wasn't gonna run or something.
The police finally began to
That man
ask
said
a
I
serious
wasn't gonna
question
run.
as the officers ran a background check on him. It turned out that he had an extensive list of active arrest warrants across various countries for offenses including assault, drug charges, and violations of court orders. He was initially
Wow.
transported to the hospital for a medical evaluation. He was then transferred to jail upon his release. However, as he made the transition from hospital to jail, he began to pull some funny stunts, and it was at this point
He really
things
did pull
started to
his
get
pants down,
interesting.
bro.
This is inhumane, dude.
Wes, I don't want you to take a crap here. I really don't.
I'm pooping here in the car.
No, don't.
No, I'm gonna put the car. No, hey, that's this. Should leave it down or up? Because you're gonna have to clean it up anyway, so. You leave it down or up?
That man said you gotta clean it up anyways.
Hey, up or down? Up or down? You think? Up? You sure? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Up higher.
Turn around. Turn around. Okay.
We're gonna put it.
We're gonna.
So it's more comfy, all right?
3 pairs, please?
Sure.
Honestly, never broke collarbone, right?
How'd you break your collarbone?
Just fucking pussy guy.
He convinced the officers to use multiple handcuffs, marking just one of the numerous errors these inexperienced cops would commit.
Don't you?
And again, I think this is just so sad because this literally messes it up for all the decent people who are going through this type of stuff. Because someone decided one day to just abuse the kindness that officers show. We always see the abuse that the officers show, but not the kindness and the humanity that the officers show. I'm not saying all cops are good. I'm not saying all cops are bad. I'm just saying we need to show both sides to properly represent the purpose of these videos. It should be to educate, not just to promote an agenda, which unfortunately it's going to happen. But let's dive back in.
You all know this. I'm gonna poop in here.
Come on,
Wes.
Wes.
Look at me. I'm gonna poop in here. I'm gonna poop inside here. I'm not kidding. I'm not threatening you. I'm not being a dick. I'm gonna shit inside here and you're gonna humiliate me. Some fucking moron. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No reason.
Okay?
No reason to humiliate
Hey,
you.
let's go. Hey,
Have a
no reason to humiliate you either, Lucy. Come on, let's get in here. Oh, ready? Can you help me?
As he was being transported to jail in the police patrol car, the suspect maneuvered his handcuffs to the front and threatened to use the vehicle as a restroom, compelling the officers to make an emergency stop on a busy expressway. Unknown to them at the time, this was all orchestrated as part of the suspect's plan to escape.
What's wrong? Why are you trying to put your hands in the front?
It's cool. I'm gonna get off my foot of this shit.
Stop it, man. Listen, can you notify station, get us a unit? We're northbound 294.
He's good. He's good. I promise you, playing crazy half the time will solve all your problems. That's a crazy thing to say, though.
Listen, stop. I'm pulling over. All right, hold on. Come here, grab him. You got fucking
Open the fucking door, you fucking shit. Hang on, ass. Give me some of the white mask. Give me some of the white my fucking ass.
Come on.
Give me some of the white mask with that turd taken off my ass. Come on, give me a fucking glove. Give me that fucking glove so I can wipe my asshole.
That's crazy. Said, give me the gloves.
Oh, watch it, Rick. Here. Here. Now get out of the car, Lo. Right here. Get out of the car. Do it over here. Huh?
Is there anything you provide a mouse
1090.
God, dude.
His plan seemed to be working as the officers parked on a busy expressway, permitting him to relieve himself. But it didn't stop there.
Shit out of there, dude.
You good? You good?
I'm not going back in there.
Huh?
I'm not going back in this shit. I can sit in the shit, clean the shit out. Right?
I ain't cleaning this shit out.
Cool, I don't want to either.
Okay, turn around, baseball. Come on.
Dude, please.
Just chill out, okay?
I chilled out, man.
Okay, chill out.
I can't, I'm in handcuffs. I can't do much. Yeah. You ready? You stand back?
He really thought. Where is he going? He's going though.
113 emergency.
Dude is really going.
Taser deployed. Suspect is going southbound in traffic.
Oh my gosh, in oncoming traffic.
He just carjacked somebody in a maroon GMC van.
He could definitely run as fast as he talks. With handcuffs still on, he outran the pursuing officers, leaving them to play catch-up. Now, the two officers had to meet with their superior and explain what happened.
What the fuck happened? So, he was playing, I gotta piss, right before it's time to go. So we let him piss, and then it was, I got chest pains,
he went to go poop.
You're good. So then it was, the doctor's gonna humor him. Put him in a wheelchair. She wants to see KG while you're sitting in the chair.
The officer then turned off the body cam. Meanwhile, the suspect, who had
Now-
carjacked
now
Commuter's
why do
vehicle,
that, though?
later
Why
abandoned
turn off the body
stolen red
cam?
van, and then carjacked a Camaro. This decision would ultimately seal his fate. The suspect proceeded to drive from Illinois all the way to Wisconsin. Police soon spotted him, initiating a tense and exciting car chase. He seemed to be having fun as he effortlessly evaded the spikes and booby traps set by the officers. However, after some time, the car began to slow down, not because he was giving up, but unknown to him, the car was equipped with an OnStar feature, allowing it to be remotely
Wow.
deactivated. This deactivation
Got him,
ensured
coach.
Wesley's inevitable apprehension.
Wow, got him. He went far though. Wow.
Stop it. Any more? Hang on. If you reach for anything, you're gonna. You understand? All right.
Why are you pointing your gun at me, please? Okay, easy. This close, sir?
Let me see your other hand. Let's see your
My
hands.
hands are right here, sir.
Okay.
Please do not tase me. Shoot me. Please got a gun on my face.
Somebody got a scissors. We can cut that belt and yank him out.
That's fine. Don't hit me, guys. Please
Get on the ground.
He's still trying to play the act.
Kenosha police officers clearly had no time for his games. He was arrested and charged with first-degree reckless endangerment, assaulting an officer, attempting to disarm an officer, fleeing from an officer, unauthorized vehicle operation, and numerous outstanding felony warrants. You might consider this prisoner exceptionally clever, but wait until you meet the next criminal, who went so far as to deceive a cop into
Now, I will definitely say this. This is the type of stuff, and I said this earlier, that I feel like this is why we have, and I'm not saying for all cops, I'm just saying this is why we have so many bad cops. Hang in there with me. I know there are genuine bad cops, but I also know, similar to when you're in a relationship where you're the one who attempted to do the right thing, you try to be that person who is available for someone, and due to your history of getting burnt and getting screwed over by the other person, you ended up being the bad guy. And I feel like a lot of cops fall in that category where their generosity, their kindness, and their humanity was taken advantage of. And because of that, they had to put on this hard persona to essentially mask the fact that they do have humanity, but they cannot afford to show it to any of the suspects or prisoners because of what the past did. And so this show is definitely a testament on how far we've gone from the humanity and why it's super important for us to lead in integrity. But in the case of a prisoner, they don't care. They're just going to do what they want to do anyways. So let's dive back on in.
helping him in stealing a car. Police officers responded to a call after a neighbor reported 2 men lurking around, peeping into people's cars. Upon arrival, officers spotted a shirtless man wearing shorts in a house garage.
You got a call because it looks like somebody's going through your house, maybe? Is this your vehicle? Okay, is anyone else in the house?
Maintaining near perfect composure, he swiftly removed his shirt upon spotting the cops, portraying the scene as if he was the homeowner and had been awakened from sleep by the officers. And the officer's subsequent request would further assist
That's
him
clever.
in executing his plan.
Take a look in the truck and see if it. Do you know? I went through it earlier. Okay, the doors are open. You leave your truck open normally like that.
Mistakenly convinced that the criminal was the homeowner, they requested him to inspect his truck for any missing items. The truck turned out not to be locked this whole time, so he effortlessly opened the truck door without keys. Furthermore, when the officer requested identification, it only served to further work in his favor.
Do you have some ID on you? Yeah, I do. Okay.
He made a run for it while the officer assumed he had gone indoors to retrieve his ID. After waiting for some time, they realized the man was the criminal they were searching for, and he had successfully fled. Later, once the officers had
Dang,
cleared the
got
scene,
him.
the same suspect returned and stole the unlocked truck, managing to escape once again. If you're enjoying
No,
the
he
video
did
so
not.
far, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's difficult to determine whether the prisoner was too smart or if the cops were simply too naive. However, the next prisoner is undeniably a genius, as there was no way the cop could tell that he's a prisoner.
What is? We got an escapee.
Oh, shit. I promise you, I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now. You know
He
that
said
yourself.
you'd have done run by now.
You'd have done run by now.
You'd have done
May
run.
4th, 2006, the entire Pollock area was placed on
Now,
lockdown
that was a while
by the
ago.
police, following the escape of a convicted felon, Richard Lee McNair, who had previously managed to escape twice. He was spotted by an officer, a moment that would typically signify the end of an escape. But watch how this remarkably smart inmate convinced the cop to let him go.
You live around here, buddy? No. Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh. Why, I'm not supposed to be on the tracks?
No, that's not the problem right now. What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
All right. What is? We got an escapee.
Oh, shit.
He's just casually.
Prison.
He's playing him like a fiddle.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
Man, it's hot.
The suspect provided the officer with the name Robert Jones, a detail that would prove significant later in their interaction. The officer proceeded to radio dispatch to obtain a description of the escapee, aiming to confirm whether he wasn't making a huge mistake.
Hey, this is Carl. Subject wear glasses? Nothing about glasses. Can you find out? I'm out with a white male on the tracks at Gilly Williams.
You can call my little brother.
Where about? Take your glove off. Any tattoos or anything? Look it over. No, no, he's clean.
Oh, I know something. Jesus. I'm 50 years old.
How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. I was born in 56.
He's born in 56. 58. Any kind of
That
details
is so
you can give me?
smart. That's so
What eyes you
smart.
got?
Green, well, kind of a turquoise blue.
Turquoise blue.
He kept it
Give me some
relatively realistic with
Call my little
by
brother,
simply
man.
being generic.
All right, let me just verify. He says his brother's staying at the motel. Let me verify that, and if so, I'll just cut him loose. All right, thanks.
This inmate appeared well prepared for the encounter, offering ready-made lies and responses to every question posed
Not
by the
ready-made
officer. This wasn't
lies.
surprising, though, considering he had already been involved in 2 prior infamous escapes.
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You're matching up to him.
Come on. Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn? Little old.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses. And he dropped me off, and
He'll be back at the hotel in about probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Who do y'all work for?
It's his.
I know. What's the name of the company?
Phil's Roofing.
Okay.
Phil's Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my scratching up on.
That's clever.
You know, the roofing
That's
stuff.
why your knees are all cut up?
Yeah.
Or y'all got pads?
Huh?
Y'all wear pads?
Hell no, too hot. They rub the pads rub your back of your legs and stuff.
This dude is a professional liar.
Where are you from?
Huh? We're originally Dallas, Texas.
I mean, that's where y'all
that's
stay
where
at?
we're out of.
Out of Dallas, Texas? And what's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
The prisoner finally slipped up when he told the officer his name was Jimmy Jones, contradicting the earlier mention of Robert Jones, some genius. Strangely, the officer failed to notice the inconsistency.
Put yourself in my position.
Well, yeah, but I'm not.
I know, I'm not throwing you against
a
her.
prison escapee?
Hey, you wouldn't believe what them guys do. I mean, they got years and years to think about how they're going to do it. Now, when I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be?
No.
If you only can
I'm not a
imagine.
prison escapee. I promise you, I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now. You know that yourself.
You know that
You'd have
yourself.
done run by now.
You'd have done run.
His composed demeanor seemed to convince the officers that he couldn't possibly be the escaped inmate. Given his flawless performance during the interrogation, what unfolded next was hardly surprising.
I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job,
I
man.
know you are.
But, yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it. Borderline, yeah.
Okay, and you'll be on till, well, this shift.
I'll be on until we find this on gun. They'll just stop you for a minute, check you out and everything. But if you do jog again in the future, carry some ID with you.
See, I'm sorry. When I was in the military, we never carried our ID
Yeah.
on base and stuff. So.
On base is different.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, they assure you if you can cross on, you got something.
Yep.
But out here, you're in civilian life, you know.
Were you in the military?
No, I wasn't.
I'm retired Army.
But, yeah, in the future, if you're going to jog again, that way, I mean, if you get run over by a train, I know who you are. I don't have to start second guessing who he is, you
Can
know.
you write down your phone number, your cell phone number, so I can have whoever call you?
Just call, you got a cell phone with you?
No, hell no. I don't even have a cell phone or anything.
Just call 911 is all you got to do, and they'll get a hold of us.
All righty.
That's our quick line
You
there.
have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
This was the last sighting of Richard for the next 18 months. However, in October 2007, Richard was apprehended in New Brunswick after being identified driving a stolen vehicle. The next prisoner outsmarted the cops to such an extent that they actually ended up giving him a ride out of jail. On May 1st, 2017, Santa Fe sheriff deputies were summoned when a man was observed walking barefoot on the highway.
You don't want to come back into Santa Fe? We can bring you in this way.
The officers offered to give him a ride to the city, but what the officers didn't know yet was that this is 30-year-old Raymond Lopez, who had just escaped from the nearby New Mexico penitentiary by simply opening a door and jumping the fence. During the ride to a shelter to get Raymond shoes, his luck seemed to run out as something unexpected happened.
No, man, they just put out an alarm that somebody either escaped from the jail or escaped from the prison. I didn't. That's not you.
Despite his denial, Raymond was eventually identified as the escapee, fitting the description perfectly. He was subsequently returned to prison and faced additional charges of lying to an officer and escaping from prison. The next suspect took evading the police to an unprecedented level. On March 7th, 2022, Pulaski Sheriff deputies were transporting inmate Joel Sanchez Delgado, who is confined to a wheelchair, to court in Arkansas.
No, he's
to face
not.
charges for
Is
his
he gonna
crimes.
stand up?
Delgado had claimed to have sustained injuries
Is he
during
gonna
his arrest.
stand up?
What'd you say, OJ?
My shoe.
Hey, you see a shoe back there? Where is it?
Moments away from entering the courthouse, the officer's attention was briefly diverted, and that's when Delgado striked.
Bro, he really did just straight up just run. Sheesh. Too smart, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby.
I'm gonna catch you, baby. Well, sir. Did it a little too confidently.
Hey, can you call the police for me? Call the police for me. Hey, call the police.
Police calling the police.
Call the police. Which way he go? Hey, bro.
He said, "What way he go?"
Which way he go? Nah, which way he go?
We went straight through the alley and cut that way.
What's in your phone? My damn radio came.
Hold on.
The suspect not only miraculously appeared to be healed, but he also managed to
That
outrun
man
the
booked
officer,
it.
revealing that his supposed injuries were never real. The officer found himself at a disadvantage as he wasn't with his radio to call for backup.
Hello?
They really just quoted,
Hey, look.
"I ain't got my radio."
The wheelchair dude got up and ran. Yeah. I couldn't catch his
The
ass.
wheelchair dude
And my
done
radio
got
was
caught
involved.
up and
I had my
ran.
camera on though. The wheelchair dude. I couldn't catch him. Hell, Tim's had pulled off. Yeah.
I wonder
I
what
can't
happens. I
remember
wonder what
his
type
name.
of
He
ways they get
eventually managed
reprimanded
to call
for
for
this.
backup using a passerby's phone, but by then, Delgado was long gone. Hours later, the police apprehended Delgado, who now faced an additional charge of third-degree escape. You can call him Professor X Convict. The next case isn't just the toughest, it's the
dumb.
most epic. This escapee managed to elude the police for over 2 weeks. Watch how he did it. On April 29th, 2022, Casey White, an inmate at Lauderdale County Jail awaiting trial for a capital murder case, escaped with the assistance of his lover, Warden Vicky White. Despite not being related,
Whoa.
Vicky fell deeply in love, opened the prison doors for Casey, and together they fled in a stolen car.
Now, see, this is half the reason why I think males need to watch male prisoners, females need to watch female prisoners. Like that, like I saw that one show, Orange is the New Black. I don't know if you've all seen it, but there was literally a scene where this one guy ends up like having a baby with an inmate. And I'm like, that's crazy as heck. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was forced. If I'm not mistaken, it's been years since I've seen it. But yeah, that it's crazy how often that type of stuff happens. That's, man.
After being on the run for 11 days, U.S. Marshals finally tracked them down in Indiana. During a car pursuit initiated by authorities, an accidental 911 call revealed Casey and Vicky arguing.
Amazon Island. 911. Hello?
Airbags are going on. Let's get out and run.
Vicky appeared scared and asked Casey to stop the car before they both got killed. But moments after, gunshots were heard, where Vicky was said to have shot herself in the head. Moments later, U.S. Marshals
What?
rammed into their car, rendering it immobile, and they quickly subdue the suspects. With Casey secured, the officers quickly tend to Vicky in an attempt to save her life.
Why would she shoot herself?
Still breathing.
She was rushed to the hospital, where she later succumbed to her injuries. Meanwhile, Casey was
Wow.
transferred to a maximum security prison, where he faced additional charges for the prison break. If you enjoy videos like this, please like,
That's-
subscribe,
that's
and
insane.
watch this one.
Wow, what a video. It just goes to show you, like, we live in a world where we cannot trust people. And gosh, I do not envy a cop's job at all. That takes real guts. It takes real dedication to justice. And I'm not saying that how they're all doing it is the right way, but the fact that they want to do it, they have a desire to do it, there has to have some merit in that. And yeah, man, this was a great video. It's not necessarily that I'm always rooting for the criminal, but I always love the craftiness of how an individual can get out of their situations. Because man, just imagine these individuals taking those minds that they have and actually applying it to society, where they could actually produce and provide more benefit to the world that they live in. There's just so much wasted greatness. There's so much wasted genius in prison. But hey, this is my reaction when genius prisoners trick cops to escape. If If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.